Alright, welcome to Neckerson Stream. Today, my buddy is joining. Oh, shoot, I'm still monitoring the thing that I didn't want to monitor. Haha.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hey, there we go. You are quieter than my music, so let's fix that. Never mind, I
We
can't
live.
fix it. You're all the way up. I just...
We live right now?
Yeah, we're live. Say hi to the world.
Hey. Still feels like I'm just talking to you.
That's because you are. I have zero audience.
So I can quick finish eating.
You gonna eat on stream?
Just fucking chow down this salad and BLT real quick.
That's like, it's like chewing with your mouth open, man.
It really is. It's more uncomfortable than that, honestly. Like, like auditorially, somehow it's like worse to like, hear someone chew than it is to watch them chew with their mouth open.
Oh, don't worry, I can't hear you chewing.
I'm not right now.
Well, that explains why I can't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
There's still no one there. I wanted to ask, okay, like what exactly are your rules on language and stuff?
I'm just trying to keep cussing down. Pretty much it.
Okay, but how much down?
Preferably zero.
Oh no. Okay, fine.
It's better for advertisers and the whatnot.
Yeah, but we're not there yet, you know.
Yeah, but you know, this is the time to practice.
All right, yeah. You're right.
Hello, Jojo. Welcome to the chat. This is my friend Jojo. Japes beat Jojo. I love you too, Jojo.
Hey,
Jojo beat
you need to
Japes.
pull up stream or something. Hi.
Hi. Or I could like, you know, share my screen. That might be helpful for you.
That might be a little helpful.
Although, you won't be able to see chat, so.
Yeah, I do want to see chat.
But this will be better because chat is like a 5-second delay, and Discord should be more instantaneous. Although that being said, chat, let me know. Chat, let me know if the stream gets all funky because I'm sending data to Discord and to the stream, and my bandwidth just implodes. That could happen. We have our first request of the day.
See, I'm not even
freaking
seeing you live on Twitch.
Stupid idiot. That's because I am on YouTube.
Ah, okay.
Just go check out the Discord. I
Okay.
sent the link.
Oh,
There he is.
that would be
Sir,
smart.
our dumb little guy, and he's gonna be wearing a rubber ducky because it's the because he's watching my stream and he's one of my little rubber duckies to help me code.
Is that a toupee?
No, it's a rubber ducky. Pay attention.
Oh, it's a little dude wearing a rubber ducky.
Yeah,
It's me.
it's Bird. Yeah, it's Bird. You know Bird.
Yes.
I've forced you to watch Bird before. Anyway, when we last left off, we're not even starting soon anymore, so I can get rid of that. Goodbye. Behold, code. I know, spooky. So when we last left off, before when we... Wait, I just realized something. You're supposed to keep your app ID a secret? I actually have no idea.
What's your app ID?
Like, the ID for this particular app.
Oh, is that somewhere in the code? Also, Wasabi, I'm also terrified of code. We're in good hands here.
Great, fantastic. Don't worry, I'll take care of you guys. Yeah, the console window spits out my app ID. I don't think you can do anything with it though, because you would have to have, even if you tried to like push something, you would have to have a Steam Works, Steam Apps, something. You would have to have a login that has developer permission to actually upload anything to Steam. So I don't think showing off my app ID does anything to anybody. But yeah, version 2.0.5. Probably should be a lot higher, but I never put stuff out. App IDs are public, it's fine. Thank you, Tuesday. Tuesday is my savior.
We got
Unironically.
our our local expert Tuesday here.
Our resident
Unironically.
mastermind. Actually, okay, wait. This might be a bit abusive, but since you're here, I had a question.
To me?
No, to Tuesday.
Oh, to Tuesday.
Yeah, because Tuesday knows everything about C#.
Mm-hmm.
You fool! You leaked your app ID. He's gonna eat my peanut. Yeah.
I cast
Whatever.
peanut allergy.
So where we last left off, tornado, and someone said last time it looked like it was piss colored, and they're right.
A little bit. A little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
But this is not the final color. This was just to get it working. Okay.
That was your first instinct, was make it piss color?
No, I tried to use like sandy colors. I didn't think it was gonna look like this. It's not as like that when everything's opaque. Watch what happens when everything's opaque.
No, alright. Yeah, sure. I'll believe
Does
you,
it
bro.
legit have a pull? Yes. I already had gravity implemented in the game, so it was just a simple thing of generalizing it for the tornado. So, oh yeah, I guess I did do a little bit of work off camera. I meant to do actually more work off camera, but that's all I got done.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I actually haven't seen the tornado yet, so
This is it.
like until now.
Yeah, that was legitimately off camera. See, it doesn't look like piss. It looks like, not tornado, like desert camo. It's like a desert camo color. No,
I guess.
don't do this.
Kind
to me.
of. I don't know, man.
Okay. So if Tuesday's still watching, I promised I had a question for you, and I just stopped talking completely. So let's do my favorite thing and pull up Paint. Okay, I know you guys hate light mode, so here, it's dark now.
Yay.
Okay. Imagine I was drawing a bunch of circles and stuff. Can you fire a bazooka at the piss tornado? Okay, we're gonna take a
That's a
really
great
quick
question.
break and fire a bazooka at the piss tornado. Oh, but I guess right now it's the desert camo tornado, so I gotta fix that too. Set the
It's
opacity
still-
to 63.
Still
you,
sus.
You shut your mouth. You don't know anything.
Right, yes, of course. Oh man.
Okay, hold on. Back at it. Alright, so piss tornado back, and the request was rocket launcher. Wait, I can kill it. I can
Oh.
kill it. Nice. No, sorry, that was better. I don't even know if Tuesday's still here, to be honest, but they probably are. Tuesday's awesome like that. So anyway, there I was trying to remember what I was about to ask.
Oh, he's still here. Yep.
He's still here. Amazing.
Nice.
Number 2 in chat. I think that's what that crown means. I just realized.
Oh.
Congratulations, you have posted the second most comments right after JoJo. Who's been absolutely carrying chat. I love you, JoJo. Alright, so here we go. It's in my draw text thing. PNG. Wait. PN. Oh wow, the find and replace appeared on the other computer. PNG font. Just need to figure out where I've used this in the past. So no, that's not it. Is it like draw font? Draw PNG text. That's what it is. You think I wrote this engine, but you'd be wrong. I did write the engine, but
Pretty sure I was there for it. It's news to me that you didn't write it.
yeah, right. The 2-year journey. So here we go. This thing, PNG text. So recently I realized that. Right, I pulled up Paint for this very reason.
Yeah.
Imagine you had a bunch of text to the screen, okay? So let's just
Mhm.
hello. This is text to the screen. Okay. Yes, I can see when you spam hearts. Excellent question.
Hmm.
So, and then let's just grab this. Okay, so what I learned is the cool way to have text appearing on the screen, like if you have an RPG or something. Actually, I just realized this messes this up. Is what you would do is you would draw everything to the screen just like this, or at least get the positions correct. But you would only make the letters visible up to the point that you're at. So like the
So
first loop it would
yeah.
be H, then I would show the E, then I would show an L,
Hmm.
L. So I would say I want to only see up to letter 1, so H. So if letters is less than or equal to 1, H. Then less than or equal to 2, less than or equal to 3, 4, 5. Maybe we skip a space, but whatever. That's we can figure
This
that
is
out
for
later.
scrolling.
This is for
Scrolling it,
yeah,
right?
this is for adding individual characters to the screen. You know?
Hmm.
Like if you had a little guy, hold on, obligatory little guy real quick.
What is the question though?
Okay. So imagine you had a little guy. The
Oh,
question is, yeah,
apparently I'm kind of quiet.
are you kind of quiet?
Am I? I don't know.
That just means that I'm too loud, actually. That's what that translates to.
Oh, okay.
But that probably also means that... Say stuff? Speak at me?
My name is Japes. Hello.
Hello, James.
This is my first time ever live.
Yeah, so you are simply quiet. So speak. Say things at me.
Okay.
Oh, now you're loud as heck. I'm watching
Oh,
the levels.
no.
Watching the levels. With the stream all the way up, guys. Yes, it's still quiet. Yeah, it's because the... Yeah, it's because the background is all the way down to mix the music, but
Okay.
I think I'm just going to turn the music down now. See what we can do about
Okay.
that. Volume mixer. Let's turn the music way down. Even if the music ends up not being audible, it's more important we can hear you. Okay, is the guest mixed well now against the music and me and everything? Music is fine. It's already quiet. Oh, I'll turn it back up then. Thank you. Okay.
I agree. We should spam hearts to our favorite boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, people teching Twitch. I'm gonna put in the Discord like one extra time at everyone. It's on YouTube. At stream notifications on YouTube, guys. All right. Okay, my question is, can I make my number of things that spawn a lambda function? So I would imagine it would look something like this. And I know I'm not explaining lambda function, but I'll explain it in a second. So I've got my draw text function. Okay, so I've got draw text. Wow, cursive with a mouse is horrific. I tried. Draw
It's not terrible.
text. And then, so obviously I would have something like a string, which is like, hello, world, obligatory. And then I would have something like a lambda function, x is maybe the character or like the index of the character. So x is whatever, and then x is like the index of a character, we'll say. So h is 1, e is 2. And then it's got to be x is less than or equal to 3. And then I would only see h-e-l. Is that possible to do? Am I doing lambda functions correctly? Just a simple yes or no. You don't have to explain the whole thing right now, but if you say yes, just know I'm gonna harass you later.
For a better explanation.
Because another thing I want to do, sure, you can have a lambda param. That's awesome. Maybe I can just look up how to add lambda params later and just could even be a fun stream thing. Because another thing I wanted to do, so there's also text position, but I could have like a text offset maybe. So there's like an X and a Y position of the individual character. And maybe if I have, let's use C for character index, maybe CI for character index. And then, so maybe we have, like, we were not going to provide any offset for X, but maybe we can do something like 10 times sine of CI. And what that would do in theory is the index of CI would get fed into a sinusoidal function, and then you would have that like wavy text effect where the wavy is doing this fun stuff. I love you too, Wasabi. Sorry, what?
Tuesday put some articles in the Discord relating to this, I would imagine.
Yep, these do be those things. Depends if you need to return something or not. In this case I do not. Draw is a void function. Alright, let's pull up delegates. Gonna look like an idiot on stream attempting to read documentation, but let's do this.
Let's do it.
The first thing I do when I see documentation, it's like the first thing I do when I start reading a new book. I look at the spine to see how thick it is. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom and see how much I have to read.
What, have you never read like a 1,200-page book before?
Don't ask me questions. Encapsulates a method that it's not about whether or not I'm going to read the book. It's about just knowing what I'm in for, you know?
Guys, he's an electrical engineer. We don't read.
I am illiterate. Wait, who took the #1 crown? Wait, what?
Neuroanthology.
How did Neuro take the #1 with like 2 texts?
I don't know.
What?
YouTube be going crazy.
What is the wait? What is the crown? What is the crown then? Top fans. Oh, it's because you all have 75 XP and Neuro's name starts before yours. That's crazy.
Wasabi, just put an A in front of your name and you'll get your crown back.
Wait, that doesn't even make sense though, because typical Tuesday is 3rd.
I don't know, man.
How does this game work? Let me donate. No, guys, don't donate. Okay. So, right. Public delegate void. Oh, I've seen that word before. Alright, guys, I'm giving up on this. It was cool while it lasted. Now, type parameters. The type of the parameter of the method that is delegate encapsulates. That I failed to read that entirely. The type of the parameter that the method that this delegate encapsulates. This type parameter is contravariant. That is, you can use either the type you specified or any type that is less derived. For more information about covariance and contravariance, see covariance and contravariance in generics. Oh, I did a lot of covariance when I was taking statistics. That was not fun. This is not related.
That sounds weird. Somehow. Anyway.
No, guys, don't give me money. Yeah. So the following example demonstrates the use of the action T delegate to provide the contents of a list T object. And just for reference, guys, a string is a list. Anybody who says a string isn't a list doesn't know what they're talking about, okay? A string's a list, everybody. Everyone knows it. But actually, a string is a list of characters. Or maybe it's an array. I have no idea. In this example, the print method is used to display the contents of the list to the console. In addition, the C# example also demonstrates the use of anonymous methods to display the contents to the console. Note that the example does not explicitly declare an action T variable. Instead, it passes a reference to a method that takes a single parameter, and that does not return a value to the list T. Oh, list T for each method. List T dot for each. That's not the end of a sentence. Whose single parameter is an action T delegate. I just remembered I'm streaming, so I should zoom way in for people who...
Right, I was about to say, I was like leaning into my screen.
So that's a funny thing. So if you're streaming 4K to Discord, it destroys it. But 4K on Twitch is actually really good.
I'm actually watching it on YouTube.
Oh. Anyway, I zoomed in. We're using slang chat. String
Yeah.
is a list. Yeah, for anybody joining, string is actually a list. I'm just using slang. Anyway, there's no way that you could speak without pulling out a string. The following demonstrates the anonymous method feature of C# to display the contents of the list to the console. Console.writeNames. So don't be confused by this being a string. This is actually a list of strings. So names is actually a list of lists. On the tube? I'm on the tube, guys. For draw text, I'd imagine you'll need a func, take some number of args, and return an index or something. Maybe. Maybe. This might be something I stare at on my own, too. I'm not sure how much I want to perform reading documentation.
It does get a little dry, I feel like.
We just started. What do you mean it gets dry? Okay. I will come back to
no,
this.
there's so many jokes I can make with that.
No. Is your stream 18 plus? Yes. Is now. Jeez. No.
Sorry, you had me on.
These are my 18 plus streams every time Japes joins. Dry stream compared to moist stream. Yes. Yes, of course. Okay, so I'm going to come back to this. This is really promising. I think allowing the user to create functionality, or sorry, to pass functions into the way that text gets drawn to the screen is going to be super powerful. Not that anybody will ever use this engine except for me. I speak in terms of everyone. But it's going to be super powerful for me.
Theoretically, someone else might use it one day, maybe.
That's the theory. I speak only in theories. Okay, so before we continue, I do need to address the elephant in the room, or the piss in the room, the tornado. The tornado graphic is bad. And I'm going to use my favorite art tool, which is GameMaker Studio. Trust me, it's loading for real. For real, guys. Definitely, for sure, really loading. You hear that Windows alert? That's the sound of it loading.
That's the sound of it loading.
Boom. Okay, so... this is my tornado particle thing. I think this is better. Here we go. So... these are, so I've been told, the piss-colored things that I've used. Let's just,
Yeah, I mean, how did you not see that when you first... I'm just curious.
I don't know. I don't see colors.
Alright, good for you, man, you know? Progressive and all that.
So anyway, then I started making things opaque.
Ugh.
So black is good. We'll keep black in there, because that's just shadows and things. The rest of these colors need to change. So, if you imagine wind...
Wait, I love the social hierarchy going on in chat right now.
Yeah, what is this? We can all be number 2. Tuesday got demoted. How are there 2 2s? I think it's fine. We can all be 2. I think it's fine too. We're all number 2. I don't want to hear that from the number 1 person. Now I'm 3? Shut up, 3. Your equality has been revoked. Whoa! Mods! We don't have mods.
Oh, you don't have any of those.
If I had mods, it'd be half the chat.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you imagine the color of wind, right? What color is wind?
Mm-hmm.
What is wind colored? You know? I often ask
Clear.
myself, what is wind? Well, if I make it super clear, and then some are more equal than others. That was chat. Chat said that. I don't believe anything I say ever. Nobody take that out of context.
Woo!
I think chat's just ignoring me and fighting now. My internal chat
We can let
war
him do
with
it.
6 people.
Right, yeah.
I have 0 XP in my own chat. You can do it. Oh, I got 50 XP. You guys are supposed to collect your XP. Don't forget to collect XP.
I don't even
Shouldn't
know
have
how
given
it
us
works.
numbers. I didn't give the numbers. I don't know where that came from. I didn't know that was gonna be. Oh, I did. select allow there to be a leaderboard for the top chatter because I thought it would convince you guys to spam more. Yay, spamming.
It worked.
It did work.
Now we just have social hierarchy, which I'm fine with.
We do have social hierarchy. Cool Barrio gives us some tornado colors. Don't take away my leaderboard. Nope, leave the leaderboard. Don't worry, guys. So anyway, I'm going to Google tornado.
This reminds me of this old reality TV show
Yeah?
that me and my sister used to watch when we were like 4 and 6, called Storm Stories.
Okay.
And it was about like tornadoes, like real documented cases of tornadoes like ruining people's houses. And because we were so young, we would watch it out of this weird fascination to like freak ourselves out. And our parents had no idea that we were like terrified of this show, but we still wanted to watch it because we wanted to like freak ourselves out for some reason.
Wow. Okay, so this is my plan of attack. I'm going to take some colors from a real tornado. So I'm going to grab you. That's like a darker shade. So, yeah. So here's a really dark shade. Let's go into our black and make that color. I'm realizing I could do a lot of things with this tornado. I could make it lighter against the bottom and a bunch of things.
Mm-hmm. Probably end up probably will look good if you do that by the end of it.
Cool Barrio says, caution against making tornado opaque. I am not planning on making it opaque. I am probably going to have to reduce the transparency even more for the reason you're suggesting, actually, because he's saying that there is a good chance, a decent chance, that the enemies will hide behind it and get you. Like me when I get you.
What?
I'm going to get you.
Huh?
You better watch out. I'm going to get you. They're going to make the sky green, like with real tornadoes. There is no skybox in this game, unfortunately, but it is a thought. Maybe I could put a green filter over everything. Is that a threat? Yeah. I'm threatening to get you. It's a real life threat. Imagine getting threatened by a streamer.
Have you ever actually like seen a tornado in your life before?
No, but when I was on work travel, I wasn't on work travel, but where I go to work travel, while I happened to not be there, a tornado tore directly through the center of our favorite sushi restaurant. It was
that's sad.
It was incredibly sad, and it was closed for. Let's see. I think it reopened mid-September, and this happened in February or March. So 7 or 8 months. It was insane.
Wasabi says he wishes there was a 0.01% chance for the final boss to be a PNG of bird.
Necrosan, implement this, please. I will.
Please.
That is the easiest sell of any of your lives. I think what I would do is I would make it so that after you beat both the desert and the dungeon, because the problem is even if you have like a 0.01% chance to do something, if you get 1,000 people playing your game, it's gonna happen to somebody the first time they find the boss, and they're just gonna think that that's in the game normally.
You should put it after if you beat Infestation mode.
Infestation mode specifically. That'd be so obscure. Infestation mode is kind of hard to get to, too.
I know.
Make it the final boss of Infestation mode. He just kind of sits there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I would buy 10 copies. I would buy 1, but I would buy 10 in Spirit. Speaking of Spirit, I am not making any progress. I've had the same horrible jelly-like image on my screen this entire time.
You know this is what happens when you have...
I was about to give everybody the warning that, so heads up, this is going to be the We Get Nothing Done stream because Japes is here. We're going to have one of those a week. Or
sorry, Chad.
Between 0 and 1 of those a week. Each time they kill the worm, it increases the spawn rate of bird by 0.1%.
That'd be funny You get so good at the game, you like beat the desert over and over again, and then you just will always get bird.
Exactly. No cap, actually. I'm gonna make it keep increasing until it goes above 100%, and then it kind of breaks and you never see it again.
It double loads bird.
Double loads bird. And there's 2 birds.
Mm-hmm.
So, tornado spinning particle has a color, and tornado rings, we're setting that color. Okay, so these are all of the legal colors, we'll say. And I want to...
Neuroanthology, I agree. Nothing done streams are fun because it's just trolling Necrosen. I happen to agree.
That do be the case. Okay, so...
All right,
what?
Yeah, color.
Color, right. Just this once, I'm going to see color. So, this is 97, 103, 103.
Take a look at your chats. I'm sorry.
Why are other colors illegal? What did they do? Chad is going to actually try to get me canceled right now. This is the get canceled speedrun. I bet a rainbow colored tornado would be awesome and look really cool, but I'm going for a different effect right now.
Still in the closet about it, eh?
Stop! Okay, hold on. I'm typing colors. This is high concentration. Anything I say right now is while under duress, and I can't be used against me. So there I was, using the eyedropper tool, only picking my favorite colors. Wait, no, that came out wrong. Come on,
No.
guys, come on.
Necro, no.
No. Plead the fifth. That's what I'm gonna do from now on. It's a darn good thing that nobody watches these streams yet.
It'll be a hit, you know, come on.
Yeah. As long as I open, like, you know, it's got to start out the worst it's going to be. If you get worse later, then people complain. That's what I've learned.
Right, exactly. So I'm just helping you start it out with the worst it can be.
Start out strong / negative.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're almost, oh shoot, which one did I just do? I got it, I'm good. Gaming. That's too many number. 193. Okay, those are all the numbers. Let's see if this is a little bit less piss flavor. Visual flavor. Shut up. Wasabi says you're already my favorite streamer. I love you, Wasabi. You're my favorite too. You're my favorite number 3 chatter right now.
Too bad you're still number 3, you know?
Whoa, Chase. Calm down there, buddy. Imagine a crowd of 3 people jumping up and down like me's. Oh,
Me's.
I had a childhood, I swear. Imagine a crowd of 3 people jumping up and down like me, shrieking, "I love you," Necro said. Okay, so why is it yellow? Where's the... Oh my gosh, I didn't make... Pardon me.
I mean, that looks good.
I forgot to turn off... Did you see the little bit of yellow in the back?
No.
Okay, I'm going to turn down the opacity a little bit, and you may notice something. Actually, I can't... Where is the opacity? Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm going to make this 15. And you're going to notice something wrong. Tornado looks really good. Thank you. Look at all those numbers. Yes, look at all them. Game dev is all about typing numbers, guys. Over and over again. Tornado looks really funny, pseudo-realistic compared to the rest of the game, and I love it. Yeah, I do want to stylize the tornado a little bit more. Oh my gosh! Wait, turning the opacity down was actually the move, though. Look at this.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, I know. I had it on the other screen by accident.
Okay.
So first of all, that looks insane. Wow. Talk about pseudo-realistic. Second of all,
right.
Yeah, the hitbox is visible.
Yeah. That is a bit of a problem, isn't it?
A little bit. Not for me.
I quite liked the what it looked like before. Not before. Like the last iteration you had of it. I thought that opacity was pretty good.
The 63. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think as a cartoony tornado, 63 is really good, but to be hyper realistic and as jarring as possible, there we go. Look at this. Brings in the smallest screen. Come on, guys. I can't move it between my monitors until I make it smaller. And then I made it bigger, you know? Don't clip that. Stop. For your information, it's actually 960 by 480. Wait, is it? 960 by...
It's just kind of
540.
weird that you know that about yourself, bro. Like, jeez.
No! Also, wait. I learned recently you can hold Windows Shift to move, and then left and right arrow to move between screens. Oh my gosh, it does work. I don't have to bring it in small anymore. It can be full size the entire time. Stop.
Oh. The jokes, man.
There's no jokes. Anyway.
Yeah, there's a lot of jokes.
You guys are just being silly. Yeah, y'all just a bunch of silly little guys. That's what's happening here.
Just joking.
Ooh! Ooh! We love the game
Did the
crashing.
game?
Yes, it sure did.
Hey.
The game crashed. So, now that the tornado doesn't have a sprite associated with it, if it does die...
It's your other monitor and iPod Touch. That's a good one. I like that.
Okay. It's actually the opposite. The monitor you guys are watching is a 4K monitor, so 960 by 540 usually would take up half the screen of a 1080p monitor, but when I bring it into the 4K monitor, it's super tiny. Game crash is crazy. No, the game crashed for a perfectly valid reason, okay? So anytime a baddie exits this plane of existence, doesn't die, very family friendly, but anytime a baddie is reduced to 0 HP, it replaces itself with an effect, which is the baddie exploding, and passes the sprite onto the exploding thing. So because I told the tornado not to have a sprite, it fails to explode properly. But
Don't do it.
now, in my defense, the tornado should never actually die. Like, nothing can kill the tornado, theoretically. I made it tangible, which means you can hit it. If I make it not tangible, then you won't be able to hit it anymore.
So
And then there will be no... what?
Keep going.
I was just going to say, if I make it intangible, then you won't be able to reduce its health. So that should never happen. But just as a catch-all, I will give it a sprite. Because this game has no saving in the middle of runs. So the worst thing that could happen is a crash when you're on a good run. I would hate that.
Well, I actually never learned what the tornado is from. Is it from a boss or is it from a player weapon?
Oh, the tornado's a juicer. We have a weather juicer. That's what we're working on now.
Oh, right. Yeah. The
weather juicer.
Yeah.
Bring back the piss-colored tornado.
Pissnado.
Pissnado did crash the game. I just didn't code that part yet.
We can prove that Pissnado crashes the game.
I can't bring back Pissnado. I already changed the colors. I would have to go in and change the colors one at a time again. Why are we banning Pissnado? Free my boy Pissnado. No.
Too bad.
Actually, absolutely not.
Pissnado's rip Pissnado. He will forever live on in our hearts.
Free Pissnado? But what did he do? Anyway, so I'm going to make the sprite for the tornado a tornado particle, so that it doesn't look super weird and like a yellow box when something happens, but actually it'll probably flash all the colors. Oh, no. There's no flashing colors. It's a single image. I forgot.
Can we make him red and bloody? No, it's paint. It's not blood. It's paint.
Paint. Yeah, paint. Cracks
That's
Whip,
pain.
streamer, I need my Brain Rot Subway Surfers gameplay in the corner. Are we doing this again? It's not that I forgot. I just didn't want to.
Did you actually bring out Subway Surfer stuff in the previous stream?
Is this my turn to plead the fifth?
The thing about
That may or may not have actually for real happened, yeah.
That's funny.
I may have had 4 different screens on my monitor. Subway Surfers, Desmos, Game Maker, and Visual Studio.
All the dopamine.
The dopamine is coming, guys. Here it is. Here it is. How about Minecraft parkour? You know what? Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. I never said I was getting anything done. Minecraft.
I vote that Jake supplies the Subway Surfers gameplay. I
Oh,
don't know how that would work, but I'm down for it.
that would be kind of sick. I know exactly how that would work.
Oh no.
If you
No, wait.
if you stream it on Discord, yeah, if you stream on Discord, I'll just bring your stream into the corner.
I'm gonna be judged?
You're gonna be judged. Hold on a second. Where are everything that I own? Okay. So, Minecraft Parkour Civilization 2 hours.
Is that an actual YouTube video that
That
you
is an
found?
actual YouTube video that I found, yes. We are so in.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So, you know what the worst part about this is? It distracts me from coding.
I can imagine.
It's actually bad. Okay, so now I need to comment out.
Not only do you have my voice in your ear, now you've also got this.
Yeah, we know I never get anything done when I'm talking to you. Distractions go crazy. Oh, wow. There's a drawbridge there that flipped down. They got mods. That is sick. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. Right. Neuro, I think meow is the better word there.
You need to rot your brain, meow. Forced catification. It's an actual medical condition. Bling, 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 bling. Jabe's gameplay on top. And
Don't even.
the AI word vomit. Psyop. Okay, so one thing that I forgot is enemies that are intangible, you can still hit them with the rocket launcher.
Oh,
So
because of the
yeah, the whole thing with the zombies. The way I coded zombies is just to be intangible.
mhm.
No, wait, that doesn't make sense though, because you can't hit. Oh wait, I still have tangible set to true. I'm silly. I'm a funny little guy. Funny, goofy little guy. So even if I did something like sniper. Oh, you know what I forgot about?
Whoa.
Oh yeah, the tornado has a lot of knockback.
Yeah. What'd you forget about?
So other things that have gravity and pull you in also affect your bullets. Should I make the tornado do that too, or is that too difficult? I could start by making
You're
the tornado do it.
Asking if the tornado should pull in your bullets.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry, they're not bullets.
I guess.
They're projectiles. They're physics-based
Right.
projectiles
right.
based on physics.
Your Honor, It was a physics-based projectile.
Your Honor, it was a physics-based projectile, and I simply launched it. What have I done wrong? I don't like being tangible. How to rewrite my code to be intangible. I direction. Have it spin your projectiles a bit, then spit them out in a random direction. Oh, that's crazy.
You know, that's not a bad suggestion, actually. That's pretty good.
That would... So, the only thing is
It'd probably be difficult.
Yeah, I was going to say, making it affect the bullets is just an implementation of what I have. Doing that would require overwriting some of my physics. Also, I mean,
Maybe...
when would it even pull in the bullets, right? Because there has to be a way to actually hit baddies. Your Honor, the physics kid defeated them. It's a skill issue. Okay. Your Honor, the physics defeated them. Okay, so now if I make the tornado intangible, that's when something's tangible but you're inside of it. Hopefully the projectiles will not affect it anymore. What?
Nothing.
You don't like being encased by things?
Why did you have to word it like that?
I feel like that one's a bit of a stretch. I don't think I worded that one poorly. Oh, right. The other thing about the tornado being intangible is that now the level just ends. Intangible baddies don't count towards the number of baddies, which it shouldn't. It's not supposed to count toward the number of baddies. But in this case, in this particular, while I'm testing things, circumstance, so what I'm going to do actually is I have a thing. The object that causes the screen to fade out is also the thing that causes you to move to the next level. So let's just tell it not to do that, and everything should be fine, right? Where is my...
I actually didn't know that was an object.
Something? Yeah. Anything that draws to the screen has to be an object at the moment.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I do actually want to have, I guess, I don't know what I would even call them, billboards maybe? Just... No ads, please. Just really lightweight classes, game classes that all they do is draw to the screen. Maybe they have an animation cycle, but they don't get looped through during the step event or anything like that. So it's just really easy to, if you just have a visual element in your scene, just to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on a second. You can have it suck in the bullets only when you run directly at it. Aim. That's supposed to say aim. Only when you aim directly at it. I like how the top 3 all have women as their profile pictures. These are good comments.
What are you reading?
I'm reading chat.
Oh. Whoops.
Yeah. By the way, I'm using slang. Chat is actually short for chatulator.
Chatulator?
Yeah, chatulator. But
of course your stream would have the top 3 be anime girls, right?
I think that's more of a statement on my friends than on the stream. This is the company I keep. Hey, maybe 1 to 3 of them are actually women. Who knows?
Who knows?
Chat is actually short for chat. Chat is short for chat, but in square brackets. Degenerates is the company. That's the company I keep. So, there I was.
Oh, that's why you're friends with me.
Oh. You're not so bad, don't worry. Skull emoji.
Skull emoji.
So, is it an effect? Do I have it in the effects tab? Fade to black. Yep, fade to black.
Okay.
Yeah. You probably all forgot that I was coding the game. I did too. So
I was about to ask you where we were at, yeah.
Yeah. Imagine you keeping me on track. This is not the dynamic we're supposed to have.
It'll happen sometimes. You know.
Sometimes. Okay, so this is the part right here. This change scenes, but actually, even that's kind of silly. What I'm gonna do right here, super simple. Rather than letting it do things, I'm gonna have it destroy itself. You might say it's
Okay.
self-destructive.
Hmm.
Yep. Funny joke. Haha.
I'm not gonna try to make any. I'm not even gonna try.
Neuroanthology says skull emoji, skull emoji. Thank you, Neuroanthology.
Send it to therapy. Yes.
Send it to therapy.
that's what Neuro said.
Wow.
Destroying itself.
You saw that way before I did. What the heck?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, funny. Weird.
When I said you saw that, that's when I finally saw it. Okay.
Oh.
So this is no longer hitting it, which isn't surprising. But the real question is, does this hit it?
I think your stream is pretty lagging on the gameplay.
I should just be 5 seconds behind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's normal, YouTube. That's the best you can do.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say the tornado is currently working. Okay, now,
Nice.
it would be pretty juicy if the tornado sucked up your bullet and shot it back out. Possibly even at you. But I think if I do add that, it's going to be at the end after I've completed the rest of the game. Because we have this funny little thing called scope creep, which is pretty much the entire game up to this point. Every juicer I add is scope creep. Just by definition.
Yep.
Okay, so...
I cannot stop watching that stupid Subway Surfers. My gosh.
Yep, you're brain rotted.
I know.
You are brain rot meow.
Oh, no.
Yep, that's right.
Brain rot meow.
Get catted.
Get catted.
Get catted.
Shoot.
So... I still don't really know what I want to do with the tornadoes. Do they just spawn in, sweep across the screen, and then go away?
I don't know. Forced catification of Japes.
So I'm
What
thinking...
will my wife say?
What will your wife say? Ooh.
It's like forced catification of Japes.
Okay, actually, so we're gonna procrastinate on figuring out how the tornado is actually going to work a little bit more, because I did want to try something. So, first of all, I'm going to pacify my tornado. It's probably not how you use that word, or that's probably not a word. But anyway, let's do 255.
It is now.
Let's remind ourselves that this is supposed to be 15. 15. So this is going to be fully opaque, and we're going to see something a little interesting. You ever think about how tornadoes is like toes? Tornadoes. Or like tomatoes.
Not really.
Spawning and despawning would be like lore accurate tornadoes. Lore accurate tornadoes. And devastating my house would be lore accurate too.
Oh, trauma?
Trauma? No, not really. Okay, so this is navy camo. Yeah, that's what we have now. Also, you get close. If you get close enough to it without any upgrades, I can't escape from here.
Wow.
It does have some gravity. This is the limit of where I can escape. Yeah, even there I couldn't escape. It went really slow and then it just sucked me in. Okay, so there is something that's a little bit difficult to see. But essentially, any particles that are being drawn on top of another particle will be drawn on top of that particle forever, always. And you can kind of mostly see that. Actually, let me reset. So that, oh no, you can't see it. Okay. Actually, I think I can stand here. Perfect. So you can kind of see that right here, especially. The top layer of tornado particles are being drawn in front of the layer below it. Do you see that, Japes?
You want to know? You want to know my take on this tornado? Oh, okay, I see it now. It's like a little weird, but you're not really gonna notice it in gameplay.
And especially,
honestly,
yeah.
I think that this version of the tornado is like pretty well stylized for the game.
Potentially. I'm not totally against it. I might add some more stuff to fill in like these gaps that's just low opacity, just so there's something there a little bit, just barely. But anyway, so
Yeah.
I do want to just see what the tornado looks like. Sometimes you go, nah, it looks good, you're done, and then you try something and you go, oh, that's way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tornado
Yep,
jiggling
you're
is,
right.
everyone likes how the tornado jiggles. Yeah, it's like a jello-nado. The tornado do be jiggling. It's,
Jiggle NATO. Yeah, you guys are so mad we got rid of Piss NATO, but now we have Jiggle NATO.
Yeah, well, earlier it was jiggle piss NATO. Sorry.
This was supposed to be a family-friendly stream.
It's not about being family friendly. It's about what YouTube AI auto detects.
So we can say Piss NATO and it's fine.
Probably. I haven't done my research.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Tornadoes should suck up paint of enemies. Yeah, but that would require the paint actually being an entity after it falls to the ground, and that...
It sounds like scope creep.
No, it's not scope creep. It's going to kill the performance of my game.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Right now, when a paint particle stops moving, it just gets added to the background, and now it's just part of the image. There's no like running list or memory of the paint particle. It doesn't eat memory. It's just, I just recolor the background in that spot.
Can you imagine infestation and weather juicers being applied when it sucks up the paint?
That'd be pretty cool. It would be cool. Something I could do actually is sample the color at that position and just send paint particles up. So not recolor the floor, but suck up paint particles visually. Just to show that it's running over some paint. I don't know. These are things you could do.
It still seems like a lot of work for one juicer.
Yeah, it's extra stuff. And sampling colors of textures at pixels and things. Sampling colors of textures is actually slow. It's not a great thing to do.
I can imagine.
Unless I'm retaining it in the buffer, but I would have to retain the entire level in the buffer.
Is there a way that you could just add more layers to the tornado? You know, like you have like the tornado is like just a bunch of circles.
Yep. Yeah, everything in
Just,
the
like,
tornado is constants. I have a bunch of constants for things. That's right. You missed the stream where I made the tornado. Maybe. The tornado.
I did. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. I was only able to be there for a small part of that stream, and then last week I was super busy. So.
Yeah, that's totally okay. The tornado is just a bunch of constants.
Mm-hmm.
It's made of.
Well, what if you like doubled it? Would it look better?
I actually.
Or maybe only doubled it near the top or something.
I spent a lot of time playing with it actually, and kind of decided that was the best one. But so I've got all of these things. The tornado actually has more rings toward the bottom.
Oh.
So you said add more towards the top. That would actually look like I could even turn that off actually. So oh boy, which one was it? How am I creating tornadoes? Height interpolator is based off of power H. So if I set power H to 1, then all of the rings will be equally spaced.
Okay. You got an ad on your Minecraft parkour.
Oh shoot. Thank you. So this is what an even tornado looks like, which maybe isn't even that bad. When I was first doing this, I was doing everything based off of the... It was just single pixel ellipses being drawn to the screen. It didn't have a particle.
Okay.
So maybe that looks better. I don't know.
I think it looks a little better.
And I also have, like, the width of the ellipses gets bigger towards the top more quickly. So it's not linear. It's more quickly getting
Yeah.
bigger. So this power W is the width factor. So I could do something like 3 just to get crazy.
Are you fiddling with the tornado for a second time now, just for me?
A little bit, but this is actually the first time I'm fiddling with it while it has particles, so it's actually it's worth something.
A worthy endeavor. Yeah.
See, so this is what happens.
You know what's funny? That's like technically a more accurate
It
shape
is.
for a tornado.
It is actually.
But it doesn't look as good. It doesn't look as good though.
Well, I think the real problem is the max width is too small. So if I did something like 400 for the width, and then maybe I think I'll leave it as power 3. Power 3 is probably good. Actually, the Game Maker version was better. I had it set up where I could press a number on the keyboard and then use the scroll wheel to change that value in real time. But I didn't do that in Visual Studio because theoretically it was already good. Theoretically. Like, that is a lore accurate tornado if I've ever seen one.
Yes. How's my internet? It was lagging a little bit for me. Am I still good?
You seem okay to me.
Okay, cool. That is a lore accurate tornado, but we never see tornadoes from that angle.
No, we don't. This is a lore accurate tornado from God's perspective. No wonder God keeps sending these to us. It doesn't look that bad from up here. But in
yeah,
reality,
kinda, you know, that's pretty cool.
oh no, not my missiles are above it too, which looks super weird.
Oh,
Pause.
that was. Yeah, this tornado is not.
Not doing it
It's
for you.
tay.
You don't like the technically correct tornado?
The technically correct. Oh, Wasabi, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Oh,
Tornado
Wasabi's
looks
got the
good.
number 1 crowd again.
Oh wow. He went from 3 to 1 in that one message.
Somehow.
Anyway, so yeah, maybe I could reduce the power constant here from 8 to like a 5, maybe 1.5, and see how that looks. And then I can actually just simply double the number of. Where actually is it? The number of rings is here. Number of bodies is 24. Gets set right here. So I could double the number of bodies, but there are 24 rings as it is. So I am worried about lag, but it's a pretty efficient particle system, all told.
Mhm.
So this is the current state of the tornado. And then if I did something like doubling the number of bodies to 48, that's a 7.
Another ad on the Minecraft. Come on.
These Minecraft people are so greedy.
Yeah.
Minecraft gameplay, no copyright, except there's ads every 2 seconds. But, you know, no copyright, guys. So this is what it looks
A
like.
channel called Orbital No Copyright Gameplay.
Orbital, no copyright. So, it's currently fully opaque because everyone was saying that it looks super nice and stylized. But I still think it was better off being almost invisible.
I don't know.
But anyway,
It does look really well stylized.
it doesn't have to be. I don't think it has to be fully opaque to get the effect from it. I think it can be like, because we had it at 25%, and there's a lot of particles layered on top of each other. So even just increasing it to 50% is going to make a big difference. But before that, so I'd really like to do depth sorting. I would like to perform some depth sorting. Okay?
Yeah.
So here's what I'm going to do. Actually, maybe I should make a commit before I do this. Nah, I can keep it isolated. I'm gonna regret that.
Famous
but
last words.
Yeah, actually, though. So, but I mean, these should all be kind of one-liners using the. These should all
Explain
be.
depth sorting.
I will explain depth sorting. You can add an outline to enemies and projectiles behind it. Yes, that is an idea, but I don't wanna because it's hard. I have to learn how to use shaders, which I probably should learn how to do.
That's something.
Yeah. Anyway, I was gonna say I think I can make these all one-liners because C# has really cool libraries. Depth sorting is just figuring out what should be in front and what should be behind. That's pretty much it. So, if I have a ring of things, which I do. Hello, this is dull text, so this can go away. If I have a bunch of particles like this, I kind of have to choose what gets drawn on top of the other one, like this. Yeah, there you go. Like that. And so this is kind of okay depth sorting, but what I'd like to see is things that are down here should be drawn on top of things that are like back here, for example. But right now things aren't being depth sorted, so as this moves around the ring, it's always on top. And then ones that are on the bottom as they move around the ring will always be on the bottom, even when they're all the way. Ones that are all the way in the back will always be drawn behind all the others, even when they're in front, based on their position. So I'm going to check.
You've done this before, though, in another game, right?
Depth sorting?
Yeah.
I mean,
with the puck game.
No. So, yeah, the puck game, Hexasort. I remade Hexasort. So you guys can look that up if you're curious what game that is. But Hexasort uses something called Y sorting, which is a type of depth sorting where it just checks the Y position and sorts based on that. And this game does that as well, actually. This game already does that. This game already has that. That's why when you're in front of a wall, it actually draws the entire character. And when you run behind the wall, it draws the wall on top of you. So...
Okay, yeah.
So depth sorting is already in the game. The reason that's not applying to the tornado is because the tornado is one object. So when there's a bunch of objects, each of those individual objects are being sorted, but the tornado is drawing each of its particles on its own.
I see. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, so I actually have to change the order with which the tornado is drawing particles. And it's actually not that bad. It's the exact same code that's sorting all of the objects. I just also have to tell the tornado to use that code. So, so what I'm going to do here is, so I have this particles. I have this particles list. Okay. So this is going to be my depth sorting. And I'm using my tag because I'm probably going to get rid of this for lag reasons. I don't think it'll lag out the game too much, but I don't think it's going to make a big difference on how nice the tornado looks. And if it doesn't make a big difference, it's not worth it. Because it is going to be something significant. So we can do particles dot as parallel. We're just going to parallelize it. That might end up being slower. Depends, but I have a good few particles, so I have a feeling it'll be nice and fast. And then we're going to do as ordered.
By the way, Wasabi says you're smart, and I happen to agree.
Oh, you guys are nice. You guys are sweet.
Yeah.
I am actually going to double check how parallel ordering does. Can I just do like as parallel dot sort by? No, I can't. Maybe I can't do parallel sorting. Maybe parallel sorting is a bad idea because we're going to be using quick sort here, probably. Let's just do, actually wait, that's not even the correct, oh, it's order by. Okay, so we'll do as parallel, And then does order by exist? It does not. So that's not going to be parallelized. Order by. So what this is going to do is x is going to be a single particle. Okay. And I'm going to do x dot position dot y. Okay. So just like everything else, I actually am going to be sorting by its position. And there's something really important here. Our position is... Let me pull paint up again. So if we have an ellipse, and this is the center of my ellipse. This is also the center of the tornado, if you imagine a line going up. Any particle that's in this half of the ellipse is going to have a positive y value, and any particle in this half of the ellipse is going to have a negative y value. Okay? And then, of course, like, this point and this point are 0.
Yeah.
And that's actually really good for us, because I'm going to split the tornado in half based on positive and negatives. Parallel order by exists. Okay, hold on. But I don't think parallel ordering is always that efficient, unless you actually have a lot of threads. I don't know. What is the function, though? Why doesn't it... As ordered? Is that what it is?
As parallel.
So I have as parallel already. What do I put after that to order it, to sort it? As parallel dot order by it. Well, I tried that. IntelliSense told me it didn't exist. And I trust IntelliSense with my life.
Wow.
IntelliSense says it exists. All right, guys, I'm quitting streaming. Thank you for tuning in. I'm quitting game development.
Trust issues now established.
For real. I think I got gaslit there, but whatever, man. So...
Hey, when you don't have IntelliSense, you have Tuesday.
I do have Tuesday. I always have Tuesday. Tuesday's the GOAT.
Yeah.
So if I just do simple Y sorting, then particles on this layer of the tornado will draw on top of particles on this layer of the tornado in the front. So these particles will actually draw in front of these, which is really bad. And Jojo. Hi, Jojo.
Yeah. Yes, and Jojo.
And Jojo. So actually, wait. So order by is going to start with the smallest number and increment.
Wait, Wasabi, do you want to be called Jojo? I've been calling you Wasabi this whole time. Keep going, sorry.
Yeah, you're good. I wasn't sure how much the
Jojo?
stream's lagging. Jojo's fine. We got Jojo's in
Cool.
the chat.
I'll call you Jojo.
So, what I was saying is... Come back here, Paint. If you have a very negative number, that's going to get put at the front of the list, and then we're going to have the next lowest value, and then you might have like -1, 0, and then like a positive 15, positive 20, whatever. So this is order by. That's what order by is going to do. And we need the ones with the higher y value to be drawn last, so that they're in front of everything, which is what order by is doing. Okay, so we're good. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. So,
I see. Okay. That's your Discord name. Wasabi's just the... Yeah. Well, I'll call you Jojo. Sorry about that. I didn't know.
Okay, so we sorted our particles. The next thing that needs to happen is, so what I just demonstrated here, the particles on the lower level need to get drawn on top of the particles, need to get drawn behind the particles on the upper layer. But they need to draw in front of the particles on the upper layer when they're in the back. So the way we're going to achieve that is we're going to draw the back half of the tornado first, starting with the top layer, which gets drawn behind everything, then the next layer, then the next layer, then the next layer, until we get to the bottom. And then we're going to start at the bottom and draw the front of the tornado. So that layers above it get drawn in front of that, and then 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 get drawn in front of that. And then we will have the full tornado. So we have to go down
Alrighty.
and then back up. Maybe that made sense to some people. Who knows?
It made sense to me, and I don't know anything about programming, so
That's a good sign.
that's a lie. I do know some things about programming.
Yeah, you
Just
did
not much.
stare at me for 2 whole years trying. Well, not at me, but stare at the code I was writing for 2 years while this engine was in
Specifically
development. I hope
at
picked
you.
something up. No.
I hacked into your camera and was watching you the whole time.
Neuro sends one message and boots JoJo back to the number 2 spot.
Oh, we got our social hierarchy again.
Yay, hierarchy. Classes chat. Okay. So here we have our for each loop, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to work anymore. Because we need to check when we end up doing positive thing. Okay? So first of all... Oh, and then... tornado ring. Okay, so actually I'm going to need 2 different draw functions here. So let's do another comment to myself for depth sorting. Depth sorting. Let's start with, so public void draw. I cannot type right now. Draw back. So it's going to draw the back. And we do need to pass in a sprite batch. Okay. And this is going to be... I'm actually going to give myself a value here. So let's do private int. And then this is going to be last back part. Okay, for now it's 0, but so essentially what's going to happen is we're going to have a for, that is not a for, for int I is equal to 0, I is less than particles.count, I++, and we are going to basically just do this, so particles at position I dot draw batch position. But what we're also going to do before that is we're going to check if particles I dot y is greater than 0. I'm sorry, particles I dot position dot y is greater than 0. We are going to break out. Okay? So remember that our particles are sorted from back to front. So
Right.
when we break out, the first time we see a particle that's greater than 0, we know that every particle after that is also going to be greater than 0 because they've already been sorted. So,
Right.
so what we can do is once we break out, we're going to say our last back part is going to be equal to, and actually I'm going to need to pull out I here. So we're going to have...
Also, Neuro, that sounds horrible. I'm sorry that happened to you.
What happened?
He got chili oil in his eye.
You'll never be as dumb as that guy cutting a ghost pepper with gloves on, and then he goes to wipe his eye with the same hand. Okay, so yesterday I was chopping up ghost pepper and putting it in a bowl of rice and hot dogs, and after I finished eating it, I scratched my eye.
You're the guy who was
I'm
cutting
the
ghost
guy.
peppers.
Unironically, not even as a bit, did this yesterday.
Oh.
It wasn't so bad. It was like I had washed my hands like 5 times, and then I did it afterwards, thinking to myself, like, not even thinking, just why would it still be painful? Then later that same night, yesterday, thinking, okay, the pinky finger on my other hand should be safe. I scratch my eye with the pinky finger on my other hand. It was horrible.
No, that it just doesn't leave your skin somehow.
It's bad. It's bad. Anyway, so we're going to do something similar here. I could probably just mostly copy this. Remember, guys, if you copy code, you're prone to mistakes. So this is going to be draw front. And now we can put int in here again and define it inside the loop because we're not going to worry about any of this. We're just going to finish the job. But this time, we're not going to start I at 0. We're going to start at last back part plus 1. Or actually, no, it's just going to be last back part. Because remember, we didn't draw the last back part. We broke out before we drew it. So now we're just going to draw the rest of the particles. So on a layered by layer basis, this should be sorting everything. Okay? So I guess I could run that now and test it. Although I'm not sure how obvious it's going to be. Mm-hmm. So the last back part is the last particle. Part is short for particle. I'm just using slang, guys. It's the last particle that was drawn as part of the backside of the tornado. So I'm drawing all of the back parts of the tornado. And as soon as I see a particle that is greater than 0, I know that particle is supposed to be part of the front. So I'm going to break out of my loop, and whatever the index of the last particle I was on is, that's my last back part. That is the last particle that was in the back. Okay. So then I started streaming. Okay, so
then we started.
So immediately you can see it's basically impossible to tell the difference. And I think that says something important about life. But
wait, so this is with the change of back sorting?
Almost. I've sorted the individual rings, but I haven't sorted the entire tornado. So every ring has back sorting, but the rings are not sorted within each other. They're not.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say it looks like fuzzier somehow. Fuzzy NATO.
Fuzzy NATO. I think you might have a torn cornea.
Entirely possible. I haven't been to the eye doctor in years.
It actually happened right now.
Yes.
Are you aware that the reticle lags behind a bit? I am fully aware of that. If it makes you feel better, the actual place that you're aiming isn't based off the reticle. It's based on where your mouse is supposed to be. The reticle lags behind. It's not actually lagging behind, by the way. Well, sorry, it is. The reticle is being drawn to the actual game world, which is being scaled up by 2, whereas the mouse is being drawn to the UI layer. So I can actually put the mouse in between a pixel, like that, and the reticle cannot go between pixels. So the mouse can go between pixels, the reticle cannot. So...
Can I say something?
What?
Honestly, I saw that message, and my dumb thought the reticle was a part of your eye. So...
That's awesome. Okay. So, the other thing, though, is yes, the reticle does lag behind. The reticle is quickly interpolating towards your mouse. It doesn't snap to the position of your mouse. And the reason for that is when you're running, if I made the reticle snap to the position, it would look really jumpy. So this causes it to smooth out and not be super jumpy and weird looking. See, it's like nice and smooth. You would never even imagine that it was difficult to get it to look this nice. That's the reason it's lagging behind, which is honestly not a big deal. Like I said, you shoot where the mouse is, not where the reticle is. So you can still do your no scopes. All right. So now that we have drawing the back and drawing the front, oh my gosh. I just realized I'm not doing either thing because I'm still calling the original draw method. So that test I did literally showed nothing. And you thinking that the tornado was more fuzzy was placebo.
Yeah, I guess my reticle was delayed or something, you know?
Your reticle? Jeez. So instead of drawing... So here, this is actually going to be really easy. Rather than using a for each, so I'm going to comment this out now. I'll just do a commented out for depth sorting. And then I'm going to put a new thing down here, which is just for depth sorting. Okay, this is really simple. This is where it's free, you know? For int I equals 0, I is less than rings.count, I plus plus. So,
it's free and it worked first time every time.
Look, you don't know me. Actually, I do have to think of something important though. So, the top part of the tornado is drawn last, which means it's going to be in front of everything. And if we're drawing the back first, I need the top part to be drawn first, so it's in the back of everything. So what I'm going to do here is I need to draw things in reverse order, basically. So when I'm drawing to the back, I is going to start at count minus 1, while I is greater than or equal to 0, and then I minus minus.
Okay.
The message is
believe
wrong. Baddies remaining should be 1. I'm looking at a baddie right now. Hey, yo? Interpolation, my number 1 enemy. What were you saying?
No, I was just trying to figure out that piece of code, or like understand that piece of code. But
does it make sense? If you're confused, everyone's confused.
yeah.
Which piece of code are you confused by?
No. Sorry. Just continue on. Don't worry about me.
I don't know. If you're confused, there's 100,000 other people who are confused. Not from watching my stream. They're just confused.
Just confused. The goal of this stream is just fix confusion in the world.
Yeah. Basically, we're drawing the bottom ring and then looping until we get to the top ring. So top ring's drawn last, so the top ring is drawn in front of everything. In the back, the top ring needs to be drawn behind everything, and in the front, the top ring needs to be drawn in front of everything.
Yes.
Yes. So I've inverted the order that I'm drawing things in the back. And then this should say draw back, not just draw. Because if we don't draw back first, then we're not going to initialize this last back part variable. Yes, I'm confused on the ring count thingy. Rings.count is just the number of rings in the list. So what's happening first? Then the rendering or the drawing? Render and draw are the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, okay, so technically I'm drawing to the buffer, and then when everything has been drawn to the buffer, I'm sending the buffer to the GPU. And when I've sent all the buffers to the GPU is going to make one final buffer, which is the screen. And once that is done, then it's going to render the screen. But as far as I'm concerned, programming things on the front end, draw and render mean the same thing.
Huh. All right.
So I'm drawing in order. And imagine it's like literally a piece of paper. If you draw like a handsome young bird like this, that was terrible. If you were to draw like a handsome bird like this, hold on.
Give him a toupee.
I was trying to make him happy. So this is a happy, handsome young bird, right? If you were to grab the color pink and draw a cute, petite little female bird on top of him.
I don't know if we can be showing this, Necro.
No. I don't mean on top like that. I just mean like literally draw them over the same place. Notice how the pink bird is on top of the white bird because I drew it afterwards. The computer works the same way. That's basically it. So I showed earlier with this demonstration, if that made sense, that the topmost ring needs to get drawn behind all the other rings. And then in the front, the bottom ring needs to get drawn behind all the other rings. So if I want the thing to get drawn behind everything, it has to get drawn first. I'm incredibly adept at drawing bird. I may or may not have had too much practice drawing bird.
Honestly, yeah.
And there's
I
like
could never.
I can't do what he does. He does like a little smile. Oh, maybe
You
that
got
came
it
out
with
good.
the huh. Oh yeah.
And then there's like
Nice.
and then like he just kicked another bird.
Oh, did I hear Neuro says, did I hear mouth washing on stream? Did my audio get messed up?
No.
Oh, okay. It's a reference. I don't know. Okay. I'm paranoid about my audio.
You're good. I can't make him. I'm trying to make the bird look a little distressed because he just got kicked in the butt. But
He does look distressed, honestly. He
He
looks
does
a
look
little bit more than distressed.
yeah, that's the problem. Mouthwashing is a game, by the way.
Yeah. I figured. Yeah, I saw.
It's pretty good. It's it's a psychological horror.
Ooh.
Oh
I
yeah,
like
and
those.
Neuro's profile picture is Anya from that game, not Anya
Okay.
from Spy Family. Anya from Mouthwashing. Anyway, this is way too many birds.
I haven't watched Spy Family. My sister told me I should watch Spy Family. I never got around to it.
Mouthwashing, the game, is an interesting experience. I think mouthwashing, not the game, is also an interesting experience. But that's probably a
Yeah.
skill issue.
Fun little fact about my life. I was at the I went to the house of the dude who invented Listerine once
Oh, okay.
as a child.
Okay.
Yeah, it was cool.
Did you
They had
get-
like secret. I'm not even kidding. They had like secret entrances to this like underground basement thing. In the form of like you would pull the arm of like a little angel statue and it would like open up a door. But like some kid years previous had like injured themselves doing this, so they took off all of the arms, and I was so mad.
What? That's crazy.
I know. Weird little fun thing from James.
The Jape stories.
Like, what other time are you going to be in, like, this old historical mansion that has secret entrances to a basement where, like, literally you pull down a freaking arm on a statue and, like, the whole wall, like, rotates and you can go down there, only for them to, like, move the handles because of a safety reason? Come on.
Yeah,
Ugh,
we hate safety in
whatever.
this house. No, but that is
Yes, we
crazy.
hate
You'd think they'd like wall it off or something, put some tape around that area, like police tape.
Well, they were all around the property.
They were just
The
all over
only
place.
one that I
Oh,
found
wow.
was in, like, a random garden.
We need a minimum 2-hour stream segment dedicated to watching bird videos and drawing bird characters. I agree. I do like bird.
Yes.
Bird. You all know darn well why I'm so good at drawing bird. It's a problem. I can't stop whenever I want. I love him. If Bird joins my stream one day... Yeah. Anyway, this is the
Yeah.
tornado now. And by this is the tornado now, I mean this is the tornado not working, apparently.
Right, I was about to say, it looks kind of the same.
Okay, so we are drawing the back. Let's go in there. Let's see what's happening. So particle position is what? -4. Okay, and then the next particle position is -17. And the next particle position is -2.9. The -4 didn't make sense. And then +14. And we break out. But is that all of them? Oh, this is hard to read. Okay. -1.3, -10, +10, -7, -17. This appears to be in a somewhat random order. What? Didn't I... Oh my gosh, I do this every single time. Every single time I do this. When you run the order by, you have to set particles equal to what it's creating.
Yeah.
So I've sorted them, and then I threw away the sorted list and kept the old list.
Oh, nice. Nice. Nice.
It doesn't sort in place, nerd. Thank you, Tuesday. I do this every time. I have spent a lot of my life debugging, thinking that order by sorts in place.
Neuro asks, did they have boxes and boxes of mouthwashing? They did not. It was home to the American Boy Choir once upon a time.
Okay, we do be crashing. That's progress, I guess. Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not a crash. I didn't remove my breakpoint.
Why would the Listerine people remove such a cool feature? I know, dude. That's what I'm saying.
It's not a safety hazard. It's a feature. Okay, well...
Yeah, I know.
Apparently I broke everything, so let's just try running this again. Okay. Okay, this time it actually crashed. What? What are you mad about? What'd I do wrong? Oh, wait. Oh, no, even worse. It didn't crash. It, something race condition. I am going to be removing the as parallel part, unfortunately. I don't think it would have been improving anything.
JoJo had a good, JoJo says that, did you notice when you walked into the wall, it sounds like a BLJ? And I kind of noticed that as well.
What's a BLJ?
Backwards long jump from Super Mario 64.
Oh. That's because the tornado is pulling me 1 pixel, and then I'm walking to the wall again, and then it's pulling me again, so you get a walking sound every frame. That only happens when you're affected by gravity, so it's not really a thing in the rest of the game. I'm not super concerned by it.
Okay.
And then it stops right there. Anyway, this is now working. You can see that the part of the tornado that's in the back is actually drawing below the layer, is actually drawing behind the layer below it.
Yeah.
And even more noticeably, it has made pretty much no difference to the effect.
I know. That's, yeah.
Yep.
Interestingly enough.
I have not played SM64, but I do know what a backwards long jump was. I didn't recognize the acronym, though. Okay, so depth sorting. I'm gonna leave it in the game as comments, but I will not be referencing it in the future. So let's, sadly enough, remove all the depth sorting we just did. Goodbye. Goodbye. Have a wonderful time. How is the frame rate? I don't have a good way to know. I don't have anything to benchmark the frame rate right now. One day I will implement that in the engine. But right now I kind of just... So what I'm going to do is put a bunch of tornadoes in the game and see how many tornadoes I can have before I start to see slowdown. And assume that most people can handle like maybe 1/10 as many, because this is a good computer. And that's usually good enough for stress testing. So if I can have 10 times as many tornadoes on the screen...
We need to get some...
Oh, now we're losing you.
Potato...
Yeah, the little thing...
Laptop.
The little thing last stream with the crazy numbers was using GameMaker Studio. But this
Oh,
is my
no.
engine that I created from scratch.
Oh, am I lagging? Okay.
I think what you tried to say. You're back. You're back now. But I think what you tried to say was we need to get a potato computer. Oh, he might actually be gone now. Or he's restarting his internet. Okay, but yeah, so that should get rid of... This was the main thing that causes lag.
I think I'm lagging hard.
I hear you now. The horizons turn us to thousands. Depth. Sorting. Teehee. Okay, so I put the tornado back to the way it was. JK. Apparently I'm crashing. Oh. Yeah, I guess I can not comment this out. Just so that the game doesn't crash.
My internet is going out. I think it's a sign that I should probably just hop off.
Ah, man. How come your internet goes off? Like, we usually go till 9, and it's right about 9, but your internet really dies right at that time every time.
It does, I know. It's weird.
It knows. It's keeping you honest.
Yeah.
Okay, but before you go,
Anyway. Okay.
just be
Well,
honest.
just one sec. Just in case my internet dies in the middle of you showing me this, I just want to say I had a ton of fun. I was glad to meet all of you guys. Neuro, Jojo, Tuesday. It's nice to talk to you live. I've seen Tuesday. I've seen your help for Necro. You've been critical to this engine being operational.
That's true.
And I had a great time. So, show me the thing.
Okay, just... I don't know. Like, the stylized is cool and all, but this looks like a real tornado. This is pretty neat. I don't know. I don't know if I hate it.
It's just not as... It doesn't hit the same, I guess.
Doesn't hit.
Is what I would say. Yeah.
I almost want to just reduce the number of particles by a ton then if it's going to be 255. If it's going to be fully opaque. Like if I do this.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got number of particle scalar. If I reduce this by a tenth, so instead of 0.5, it will be 0.05. Tuesday gives you a heart. Jojo says, include me in the call. Pretty much any of you guys that want to join the call, 100%. Just let me know what day.
That'd be fun. Anyway, my internet is actually dying, so I need to hop off.
Okay, yeah, I got you. You can head out, man. It's really good having you on the stream.
Good night, you guys.
And we'll do this again as
It was really
later time.
It was really fun. Yeah. All right. See you guys later.
See you. Yeah, so I think if we're gonna make the tornado fully opaque, having fewer. This might be a less is more situation. Like even that seems like too many possibly. If I cut that in half again. It compiles. There we go. Maybe you had the opacity, but outline the ellipses to keep it in that art style. Maybe. There's also a really weird thing. You can get stuck on these corners. I'm not really sure what that's about. Like, you're getting pulled in, and then the corner stops you. Not in this direction. Only this way. It seems to be a tiny physics issue. But I'm not going to fix it. There's also a really weird physics issue. If you're getting pulled in really slowly, if you hit a wall, you would think that it would just pull you down extra slowly, but it actually speeds you up. And I'm not 100% sure why that happens, or if I care enough to fix it. This really might be a case of I don't really care enough. Like, look at this. Look how fast he goes. Zoom. Zoom. It's really slow, it's really slow, and then he zooms. I gets caught there. Now it looks like a clumpy tornado frowny face. No. He's doing great. Outline the ellipses. One thing I think we could do, actually, I think we could render out a loop of the shape of the tornado with a ton of particles, and then create that outline, and then use that outline as the... Paste that outline over the tornado so that the tornado just always has an outline over its full shape, maybe? So, like, if I set the number of particles to something ridiculous, like 2, so that's 4 times as many as we had before, might not even be ridiculous enough. Screw it. We're going crazy. We're going to lag it out. 20. Okay, so... Wow, even with 20, it's not lagging at all. But yeah, if I render this out and then just create... Because... So we went out of our way to make sure that these rings were a multiple of 2 pi, specifically so that it'd be easy to render out. I could render this out and then just put an outline around the whole thing. And I'm kind of considering it. Like, how many frames does it take even? I'm going to slow the game down now. Oh, that's too big. That's more than I needed. So... Okay, if I make the game a 10th the speed. It's loading. Okay. It is now a 10th the speed. It is now going very slowly. Wow. 6 frames per second, still kind of fast. Yes, that's all the frames in the tornado. I'd probably have to go into GameMaker if I really wanted to render it out. I think I might actually do that. I need to make the quitting independent of the number of frames that the game has gone, because it takes forever to quit sometimes. I need to make it, like, look at real time. Okay, if I go into GameMaker... So let's get rid of all of these, first of all. And just grab this guy. Center that. And then I run the game. I am running game. I swear. Oh gosh, I forgot we did this. Unfortunately, I might have to kill him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. I gotta get rid of it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so... Crucially, though, the number of particles per body needs to be something high. So what did I use here? I ended up using 20. Okay, so instead of 0.5, let's use 20. Okay, so now there are going to be 20 particles. And that should pretty much fill up the entire thing. And then what I'm going to do is render out every frame of that and create a single loop. And then I'm going to use GameMaker to outline it. So this is the shape of the tornado. Yeah. And actually, I could even make it crazier by having more bodies. So instead of 24, we could have 240 bodies. Oh my goodness. That's so many. It's loading, I swear. Also, it looks like moving the game... I said this on a previous stream, that I thought that the game was potentially trying to run off of my... Oh, wait. That's super funky. That's not what I thought would happen. Huh. How many bodies am I actually using? Still 24, right? Anyway, I said in another stream... Wait, I completely forgot what I was going to say. Okay, I forgot. Haha. Oh, I remember. I said in another stream that I thought that the reason the game was compiling slowly was because I was trying to run it off of my hard drive instead of my solid state boot drive. And I think moving it to my boot drive made a big difference. I think we're way better shape now. Okay, so I'm just going to record one loop of this and then bring it into the sprite editor and turn it into an infinite loop and then create an outline around it. So the way we're going to do that is I'm going to go into my draw event, and before we free the surface, we're actually going to save the surface. So we're going to do... Oh, and actually, before I do that, I remember this is running at 30 frames per second. I need to change that to be 60 frames per second. So reduce the time scale to 1. Change... Ooh, get that out of here. I do not want that. Change this to 60. And then we're going to just do surface, save, surf, and then we need a file name, so it's going to be like surf, or we'll say like torn for tornado, plus the value of time. So time is, yeah, like that. Time is 1 in this case, plus time. And then it's going to be .png so that it's an image. And then I'm going to, oh, we need to concatenate time. I'm going to let this run for about a second. And then I'm going to kill the game and try and make a loop out of it. So let's see how this goes. And then at the same time, I am, oh, I apparently failed to concatenate. So I can't do time like this. I have to do string time to turn time into a string. This is what I've learned right now. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to pull up the location of my file explorer where those images are. But I'm going to do that off screen. Okay, so here it is. So this is going to loop once or twice. That's good enough. And now I need to actually find the folder. This should be it. Yep, there's my tornado. Okay, so let's generate a sprite with that. Hold on, getting there. Grab all of our tornado assets. Wait, it's still showing the tornado going every 2 though. Did I mess up? Is time incrementing twice? Let's see. So I'm going to show debug message time. Trim time. There we go. I wonder why that's doing that. I'd rather it didn't do that. Okay, so... And then if I stop the game... Why is it incrementing twice? It's showing time twice. Look at that. 60, 60, 61, 61. Do I have 2 tornadoes in the room? Oh, I do. I do have 2 tornadoes. There's one all the way down there. What the heck? Get out of here. Okay, but that should be working then. So, but then when I do the draw event, time is incrementing. Excuse me. Time is incrementing by double. So, okay, sorry. To explain, in my file explorer, I'm seeing the images are being saved as torn 58, torn 60, torn 62, torn 64. It's not incrementing by 1 each time. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe I'm... Oh, maybe I hit compile and then I fixed time. Is that possible? So it just didn't compile with the correct thing, but now it's working. So it's confusing me. Okay. Oh yeah, that's working better. That is absolutely what happened. I just didn't realize. My bad. Okay, so let's edit our sprite. Not edit the sprite. We need to load sprite again. And grab a bunch of tornado subimages up to 95 is fine. I ended up saving like 200 images, but I know for sure that that is too much of the loop. And then what I'm going to do is show preview here and delete things until, let's set this to 60. So we should see like a weird jump. I'm going to delete things until I stop seeing that jump. Yeah, I'm still seeing that jump. And I see like several rotations before I see the jump. I only want to see 1 rotation before the jump. So I can delete a lot of things still. Yeah, it's going around almost twice. So let's drop our frames down to like 50 frames now. Okay, now it's only going a little bit too far. So let's start deleting 1 frame at a time. Actually, let me see how it's jumping. So if I go here. Wait. Oh, I may have deleted too many actually. So go, 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 and then... Oh, no, I do need to delete more. Okay, we're good, we're good. So let me delete a bunch more of these. It's getting closer. Getting closer. Closer. Almost there. 1 more maybe. I think... Oh, wait. Huh. Is this 1 too few? Oh, look at that. This image is the same as this image. So I need to delete exactly 2 more. And actually, something... So this now 30 frames. There's 30 frames to this. So let me save before I do anything else. I didn't actually bother to check how I was doing things, but it might be that I just literally used the number 30 when I was setting pi. So I could have just checked that potentially. That'd be really funny. I'm going to check that now. Is this in the draw event maybe? Yep, look at that. Pi divided by 30. I told it to be 30 frames, and then I forgot and started doing it by trial and error. That's, we call that the wrong way to do things. But, you know, it's fine. We got there in the end. It only took an extra minute. So, the next thing I'm going to do is... Actually, I need to fill in these gaps first. Actually, no, I don't. So, GameMaker has a built-in thing here. We're going to do... in images, it has an outline. As an outline tool. So I'm going to do an outline of 2. I'm going to set the color to black. And just like that, we have an outline. So now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go into like every image. And actually, I want to delete these black specks. Because I don't want to see these at all. Goodbye. Goodbye. So yeah, this is how you render out an image like this. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Oh, I keep forgetting to delete. This part is a little bit tedious because this is going to be just an every frame thing. I need to check for any speckles over the entire image. Yep. We keep seeing speckles. Yep, and then there's speckles on the other side. Nobody likes speckles. Oh my gosh, it does look like Africa. That's so funny. You are so right, Neuro. But actually, it's a tornado. I believe it's pronounced tornado. But, yeah. This is like kind of a cartoony type shader deal. Also, I don't know why I'm bothering. I'm bothering a little, probably too much, trying to get the style right. I do kind of want to outsource as much of the graphics as I can. And I have a good few graphics that I made that I don't want to be final. And I don't want to be the one doing the graphics because I hate graphics. But I also don't have any funding. So maybe I'm going to get what I get and don't be upset, potentially. Maybe that's what's going to happen. 10 more. Okay, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1. I forgot to do the ones at the beginning. Gosh darn. Shoot. Dang it. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. That is what I call the outline of a tornado. Now, the next thing I need to do is I need to figure out... Oh, no, I don't. Because image number 1 is the starting position of the tornado. I was about to say I need to figure out which tornado is the first one, but I'm saving it in order. So the first one is the first one. Yeah, basically. So now I need to save this. It's going to be sprite, tornado, outline. And it is actually kind of entirely possible that this is too big for FNA to handle. Actually, no, it might not be. This is a 3,000 wide. This will be a 3,000 long sprite strip in pixels. So FNA can handle an 8K by 8K, which means we'll be okay, but it is a little bit resource intensive. Shouldn't matter. Some people would frown on me for doing this and tell me to use a shader, but they're stinky. So it's also a really weird effect that I'm not sure how many games would even do this in the first place. But we want to get... I might do just a little bit of trial and error to line up the center point, but I'm going to start with 79, 126. So let's go to content, sprites, juicers, tornado, and we need a tornado outline JSON. So grab you, sprite tornado outline, and paste in sprite tornado outline. And then this is 30 subimages. And pixel perfect does not matter because it's not going to be hitting anything. And then I said I would use 29 and 126 as the initial offset. And this is probably going to be wrong. I'm just kind of guessing. And I'll measure it out and get it correct the next time around. So, but I think what I can do is I'll add... Okay, so time is just incrementing by 1. So what I will do is after the draw event, I'm going to do a sprites.get.sprite tornado outline. Oh, and actually, I forgot something important, which is setting this to copy of newer. Okay, and then, and this is going to be dot draw, and then we'll say batch. Position is going to be the actual position of the tornado. And then depth is going to be, depth? No, for some reason it's suggesting that I use depth. No, I want to use time as the image index. And this is going to be time mod. I could do like sprite get image number to, you know what, I will, just to save myself an asshole in the future. So we'll do var tornado outline, grab you, set that equal. So now I can use tornado outline to draw, tornado outline. And I can also grab tornado outline sprite number of images. So image number. And now, so this is just time mod 30 basically, so that it'll loop. And this may or may not work. Let's see it. Coming up. It's happening. This is real. Chat, we're doing it. And yeah, so I am off by a little bit, but I was actually kind of close. So I'm going to reduce the size here and take a screenshot. There we go. And go into Paint and paste my screenshot and then zoom way in. So every pixel here is 2 pixels, I believe. Oh, that's a lot of pixels. Oh, that's 1 pixel. Okay. So basically, no, it is kind of right. So this is 2 pixels. Each of these is 2 pixels. That's interesting. That's weird that this ended up happening then. Huh. Anyway, this does appear to actually be off by a little bit. Let me pull this into GameMaker and see if I can line it up with an actual subimage from the game. Subimage from these sprites. So let's just paste this in. Let's just use maximal size. Oh, this is too big. So let's make it half size. 50%. And then delete that. Use the more correct one. Gosh, I'm not even sure which is tornado. This might suck. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove everything that isn't tornado and then just match it up that way. So let's go back into our game. Let's not draw our tornado outline. And let's figure out if this matches up at all, or if GameMaker is just completely different and we shouldn't have done that. It's entirely possible. because I don't want to spend the time right now to draw the tornado to a canvas in my engine, because it's a little bit harder to do. It's a little slower. So let's come up here. Let's do a sneaky little screen grab and see if this lines up with anything at all. Oh, it's still double size. Set it to 50%. Grab it. Okay. And let's see if this matches up with anything at all. Actually, no, hold on. I need to do image and get rid of everything that isn't tornado. So let's just do a quick fill all. Turn everything green. Like that. Very good. Get rid of the extra garbage. Good, 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 goody, good. Very nice. Very cool, very nice. Very epic. Oh, there's a thing down here. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. And then we'll get rid of that. And this should match up somewhere. Somewhere. I can already see that it's like where there's a bulge here. Where it's bulging out a little bit. Is that close? Not quite. So it's like when this part has gone down a little bit as well. Oh. Oh, that's real close. Is this it? That might be too far. Oh, that's it. No. Wow. Okay, that's it. So there is one where it matches up, where it lines up. Well, there's one where it's really close. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this is okay. I'm going to have an adder. Let's do private int adder equals 0. And every time I press space, we're going to increase that adder. And then I'm going to draw out my adder. So, okay, so in my update, we're going to do... Where's the best place to do this? How do I want to do this? So I go to a player, for example. Shoot. Yeah, this is where we can get input values. So this one, this is good. Just gonna grab this. It can be sloppy. I just need something to detect when I have input. We already have console. So if I click the mouse left button, then, and this, I should put my tag on because this is not going to stay. But if I click my left mouse button, then we're going to do adder plus plus, and we're going to do a console.writeLine, the value of my adder. Okay. That should be good. So now I'm going to keep clicking until the offset isn't messed up, basically. So you're going to see it in the command line right here. It's going to show up the current number every time I click. So this tornado is not lined up correctly right now. And I apologize that it's really tiny, but we won't be able to see the console if I make it bigger, so... Oh, it's not when I click once, though. So it's incrementing really quickly. Okay, so, I need to change this to not mouse held, but mouse pressed. There we go. And let's try that again. So now this will only increment by 1. Wait for it. It's going to be epic. It's going to be crazy. Okay, so let me get somewhere safe. Let me take shelter. And then, so we can see in the console that I shot, and now the offset is 1. So that's no good still. It's getting closer, closer, closer. Almost there. Things are happening. Actually, I can make it bigger. And then I'll just make it smaller so we can see the console when it looks good. Oh, but you know what I realized? It is still offset at the bottom there. This is still offset. So I think what I'm actually going to do is use the adder to change the position. So position plus equal or plus new numvec y plus numvec. Oh, this doesn't have a numvec. That's funny. Adder. I will have to add that now. Let's come up here. We're gonna do, so we have system numerics. What we really need is numvec2 equals system numerics dot vector2, because that's what I use to not confuse things with the XNA version of vector2. So let's do that. Are there any other bugs? Any other errors, rather? Nope. Okay, cool. So we're going to stop the game. And every time I click, we are going to shift the tornado. Actually, I just realized this is the opposite direction that I need. I want to shift it down and to the left, and this is going to shift it up and to the right. Could not be more wrong. Not helpful. That's not the song. Okay. It's compiling, I swear. Here's the game. And when I click, we're going to see things happen. But first, let me take shelter. So I'm paying attention to the bottom. The bottom, like, barely moves. Oh, that ended up going up into the side. But anyway, I think it's going to be 2, -2 in the x direction. Yeah, so if it's -2 in the x direction, that means we need to add 2 to the offset. So if I go back to tornado outline, we're going to add 2 to the offset x. So it's going to be 81. And then in the tornado, I need this position to be, so 0 in the x, now we know that that's good. And we're going to be adding adder to the y so that the outline goes down. And let's see how this gets positioned. This is a really silly way of doing this. There's probably a way to math it out, but it's fine. We will get there. So, oh, I had it perfect actually. 1 down was too much. Okay, so I nailed the y direction. Okay, now I'm gonna get rid of that and right? Time is adder. Okay, so image index is going to be time plus adder. And then we'll see something happen. I think I didn't even have it working when I tried it before. That's really funny. It's just doing nothing. But now it'll definitely do something. I want to have XNA framework dot get game time, XNA framework dot game time, which is more verbose than it used to be. Anyway, going to hide and click until it looks good. Okay, it does appear to be going in the wrong direction, but it will eventually go in the right direction. Closer, I think? Okay, that's pretty close. That's 27. Does 28 get closer? I think it does. I think 28's closer. 29? No, 29 we're now off. So I want 28. So I'm going to set it to 28. Yeah, now this is just unhappy with me. Yep, using framework. Okay, so adder is just going to be equal to 28 forever. I'm going to get rid of this whole thing. I guess I can leave it to uncomment out if I need to later. But this is like, I guess figuring out image index offset. And then adder, I'm going to set to 28, which is what we found. So you're 28. And then I'm actually going to change this to something more descriptive. It's going to be like image index offset. So we're starting on image index 28 and going from there. And then everything should look good. So just to test it one more time, I'm going to run it again. Whoops. Oh, that might be off by one. Oh, no, it's perfect. So there it is. That is the outline that we got from GameMaker. It is a little bit off from the Visual Studio outline, but it's not supposed to perfectly fill... The particles aren't going to be fully filling the shape anyway. We have more particles than we want right now. Because we have number of particles is 20. I'm going to set this to like 0.05 now. And that outline is just going to give us a sense of the tornado. Yep, that's it. Wow, that looks pretty bad, huh? Sometimes you do a thing and it doesn't look good. My first reaction. But I do have another thought, which is coming into these particles. When we set the color, check this out. So let's first of all, let's have a private like color, and then change this to a property. So this is going to have now a getter, which is going to be simply when I get my color, it's just going to be the value of color. But when I set color, it's going to be set, and then, so I am going to say that color is equal to value, but I'm also going to pick a random opacity. So I'm going to pick probably like 63, 127, or 255. So let's do like, oh, I'm going to need to import random. Which means when I create these guys, I'm going to have to get a random thing. That's fine. Let's just do this. So let's give them a constructor. So it's going to be public tornado spinning particle. And I'm going to say it takes a random. And then let's save that random. So private random. And then random is going to be equal to the random that we're passing in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say A as in alpha. So int A equals random underscore random dot next. And it's going to go up to 3. So we'll just do a switch A. If random returns 1, then we're going to say A is equal to, or no, sorry, not A. We're going to say color dot A, which is color dot alpha, is equal to 127, and then we're going to break. And then we'll say case 2, color dot alpha is equal to 255, so it's fully opaque. And then the default, which is going to be in case of something weird happens, or the color is just, A is just 0, we're going to say alpha is equal to 63. So that's our most transparent that we're going to use. 0 being fully transparent, by the way. And now we will have particles that are not fully opaque, particles that are fully opaque, and particles in the middle. But we do need to pass in our random values, so let's pass in random. So that's the same reference to random that we use everywhere. And let's see how we do. Yeah, boy. And I do want to just make sure I've gotten rid of something here. I don't like having extra calls to console.writeLine, even if it isn't a comment, because then it takes me longer to find them later. So we have, I actually forgot to reduce the number of particles. Haha. So if I go back to tornado rings, oh no, I didn't forget to reduce the number of particles. I just didn't reduce it enough. So let's set that to a lower number, I guess. Unless it's just not working. Oh, it is not working. Because, so let me undo what I just did. If we go back to our tornado particle, we are specifically calling out what the alpha channel is going to be. So I need to not do that. I need to let it use the alpha of the color that it just created. So just color. I was overriding the color value, the alpha channel and the color value. Can't be too controlling, you know. You gotta let it do its own work. Too much micromanagement causes issues in the system. Okay, so some of these are transparent, and I think we simply have too many particles. just simply too many. So what if I have a fifth of this number? I was gonna say a quarter, but who wants to divide 5 by 4? Not me. I would never do that. I mean, it's 0.8, but that's not the point. No, it's not. I lied to you. See how easy it is for me to lie to you? That's so weird. It looks really weird. Okay, one more thing to try. Have the usual amount of particles, but whoops. Usual number of particles, but I am going to set the alpha channel again. So this is actually, I should set it up here. I'm gonna overwrite. I'm basically ignoring all this. I'm gonna overwrite it and just set it to 15. So this is going to be the mostly transparent tornado question mark. I'm not a liar. I didn't lie. Nah. Look, here. I can make it up to you. Look at this. Wow. So, I mean, that's a thought. I don't know how you guys feel about this. Could use work. Could maybe use work. Maybe like 15's not the right number. Maybe something like 63 again. But yeah, it is looking like this was kind of a waste, so I'm just going to comment it out. It's not bad. I like the outline, but definitely might want to do it around the ellipses themselves, maybe? The thought. It looks like clear slime with pom-poms. Something. I think... Yeah, honestly, it's really weird looking right now. Maybe maybe we just try with more particles. Maybe like 2F, 4 times as many. Darker color looks better. Makes the outline of it really pop. It does. It does. But like, oh my gosh, wait, this looks kind of crazy. Guys, what do you think of this? I'm just gonna turn the sound off. Okay, wait, that's kind of crazy. And it's giving me a thought. It's giving me a thought. So, when I draw in, I'm going to also pass in the height. Right? Y offset, that's what it was. I'm going to pass in the Y offset, just as an extra value. And then in this draw event, we're going to have a float for Y offset. So float, oops, float Y off, what is it? We'll call this ring level. And if I do something like float interpolator is equal to ring level divided by what is this? This is going to be OBJ tornado ring. No? Oh, it's just tornado ring. It's not OBJ. Tornado ring dot max height. Okay, so this is going to give me how close to the max height this ring is. And what I'm going to do is we're going to take our color here. So we'll do color, new color. And I can fix this so that it's if this looks good, I'll fix it so that it's not calculating every single frame. It only calculates on the first frame. But let me just see how, let me just cook for a second. Let me cook. It's going to be color, yeah, so new color is equal to color dot red times interpolator. Interpolator. And this is a new color. So there's going to be new color, color dot red times interpolator, and then color dot blue times interpolator. And let's fix the indentation there. And then, actually, let's do it this way, because it's like RGB. Color dot red, color dot green times interpolator. Yep. And then we'll use color dot, we're not going to multiply by the interpolator, we're just going to do color dot A, so it's the same opacity. And then we're going to use new color instead of color. Okay, so what this is going to do, if I can actually remember how to code. Oh, right. I'm just going to comment this out for now. Actually, no, I don't need to. I can do comma Y offset. Same deal. What this is going to do is the closer to the ground that a layer is, the closer to 0 interpolator is going to be. And if you multiply a color's RGB values by 0, it turns black. So we're going to make the bottom of the tornado turn darker. And it'll look like there's some shadow going on. Or it could just look white. That could also happen. I could just completely mess it up and it turns opaque white. What did I do wrong here? Oh, multiplying by interpolator turns it into a floating value. So this needs to be times interpolator divided by 255. Whoops. 5. And then this needs to be divided by 255 F, so that it's a floating value. Yeah. Actually, It'll probably be better if I don't worry about the alpha until the end. So now I can just say new color, or I'm sorry, it's just called new color. New color dot alpha is equal to color dot alpha. So now I don't have to worry about type mismatches and things. Basically, floating, when you set a color using floats, it's expecting a value from 0 to 1. So if you give it a value from 0 to 255, it's just going to clamp to 1 and be perfectly white. Boom. Tornado. That is sinister looking. Maybe the top should be dark, though, and the bottom should be lighter. I might have gotten it backwards. But that's really easy. It's just going to be 1 minus for the interpolator. Okay. Oh, no, I actually don't like that because that really highlights how hollow the tornado looks. The other way looked really cool, though. The other way was nice. But I could, like, clamp out how target gets, or, you know, so this doesn't go to 0. I could, like, okay. So if I add, like, 40 to the level, so that when ring level is 0, it's at least 40, and then increase the max height by 40, so plus 40. Then when ring level is at the top, it still counts as being max height, but when it's at the bottom, it's not perfectly 0. So rather than being 0 out of 105, it'll be 40 out of 145. Is what just happened. $40 might have been too much, though. I feel like it needs a better accent. Although I might be getting back into that range of it looking too realistic. I don't know. I'm spending a little too much time on the tornado, though, to be honest. I need to just program the rest of the game, and I can come back and make things look cleaner later. So, whatever this ends up being, I might look at 1 or 2 other things. Yeah, 70 is too much. Oh, wait, I think I went the wrong direction. Yeah, I might look at like 1 or 2 more things to see how nice it looks, but I'm going to have to move on after this. I think we spent all of today just messing with the particle system. And it's actually not even all the particles I wanted. I wanted like more dust and things around the tornado, but it's really not integral to the gameplay. So I think I'm going to say that this looks pretty good and call it from there. So let's make this not calculate every single frame now. So one thing I'm going to do when I'm processing the tornado spinning particle, when you create it, I'm going to force you to put in a ring level. So first of all, let's just get rid of this and come up here, and we'll add a private ring level, private float ring level. And then float ring level. Oh, wow. Again, write my entire code for me. Thank you. Very appreciated. Actually insane. So then I'm just going to grab this. That can be that. This is no longer color A equals 60. Actually, it is still that. What am I saying? Actually, so it'll be color equals underscore color is going to be equal to this. And I could just use value, actually. So let's do this. Value, value, value. Because value is a color that we just set. And then we'll say color.a is equal to 63. And I can get rid of this. And I can comment this out. And then this is going to be underscore ring level, because that is an actual value. And then we still have something here. So this is not new color anymore. This is back to just being regular color. So now it only gets calculated at the beginning. Heavy style, you like this? Okay. I was afraid it was just going to look like insanely high quality HD. I'm glad that it kind of looks like it has style still. So let's use Y offset here. So now we create the tornado particle, we're passing in the Y offset. And apparently I still missed one. Oh, and draw no longer takes 3 arguments. Yeah. Okay, let's see how this comes out. All right, let's see it. Yep, they call me the tornado guy. Yeah, this looks quite spooky. You really can't see anything behind it though. But I think what I'm gonna do, I'll make sure the tornado is moving fast enough that it doesn't really hide things. Maybe that's what I do. Or like, it's just, yeah, things really get hidden behind it. Back when I had, instead of 63. Come on. Instead of 63, like a 15, that's a 14. I said 15. There we go. So back when it was more transparent. Any day you want to load is chill with me. Okay. Oh my gosh. Like, is this too realistic looking? Because it's way easier to see when things are behind it now. We'll let chat catch up. What do we think of this? The gradient is nice. Does it look too ultra realistic? I mean, so this is good because you can see behind it now. Like, actually, let me start spawning in baddies. So, let's start getting rid of things that have my tag on them. So tornadoes is fine. Object destroy we'll get rid of. Yep, we want to start spawning baddies again. This is just a note to tell me to do things later. There we go. It's good you can see behind it, but it doesn't look a little uncanny. Yeah. Because it looked really good at 63, I think. And let me actually... Let me remind myself that it's 63, so I don't forget. I just realized our... So this can go away. All of our YouTube is hidden behind all this stuff. Look, our videos ended like hours ago. Anyway. That was a bad spawn. I wanted something to be behind it. So bullets are still behind it. But like when an enemy jumps behind it, maybe? Somebody jump inside the tornado. We just need to reset until I get lucky. Yeah. Jump in. Come on, do it. You know you want to. Wow, it is hard to move. Yeah, so you can like really easily see the baddie behind it. In fact, let me move where the tornado spawns. OBJ tornado. So if I push it back a little bit, minus 70, I don't know, it's a random number. This is the sucky part about not having literally every asset in a free art pack that you download. I don't want to have to think about it. Yeah, that's a bad spawn. And it's completely outside the map now. There we go. But there's no baddies behind it. Wow. Is it secretly less likely for things to... for the rooms to generate, like, vertically? Ah, you are kind of in a bad spot, aren't you? Jump into the tornado. Down. No, it didn't go down. Let's see. Nope. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to turn on infestation. And of course it spawns outside immediately. Wow. Apparently it's likely. Yep, so there's what it looks like when baddies are behind the tornado. So, like, they're still visible. You see that little guy? Still visible there. So, I'm going to leave it like this for now, I think. I think the outline helps it look a little less uncanny. But if I had it the way I had it before, where it's 63 instead of 15. Like, that's no good, right? It's too opaque, I think. Or maybe the tornado blocking your vision is just something that makes this juicer difficult. I don't know. I have a feeling it's going to be really easy to dodge the tornado. Maybe that's just what I do. Okay, clearly putting the tornado above me was not the move. OBJ tornado. So rather than minus 70 here, let's do minus 70 in the X direction, so it's to the left of me, because everything seems to be spawning to my left. Yeah, like, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe you can see things behind it. Is this not infestation? Oh my gosh. And now everything's on my right. I think I just need the tornado to spawn further away because baddies are not spawning that far. So let's do one, not 710. Let's do 140. Double it. Maybe it's just okay. Maybe you can kind of tell there's baddies there and not have to worry about it. I mean, at the very least, when they shoot at you, you'll be able to see their projectile in front of the tornado. Because projectiles are drawn on top of everything. Of course, immediately inside the level. Like, yeah, like, there's baddies behind here and you cannot tell. So it's really hard to decide what's better. What do you think, chat? Any thoughts on this situation? Like, there's baddies back here. Cannot tell. Outline baddies. I know, but that's going to make things way more difficult. Because I have to be able to figure out when they're behind the tornado. If baddie, then outline. I'm so good at programming. The baddie knows where it is by subtracting where it isn't, of course. Maybe I just die. Maybe that's all that happens is I die. But then, like... You know? Maybe I just say in the juicer adds a jarring HD tornado. And then the player will be expecting it. And then that's part of the... That's part of the, you know... I hate it when this happens. You know what this really is? I cooked too hard. I made a super awesome, hyper-realistic tornado particle system, and it's too good for the game. Look at that. Look how easy it is to see baddies behind this tornado. This is the way to go. Look at that. It's so the move. I'm so sad that this isn't a coherent style. What am I worried about the style for? Worry about that later. I'm gonna worry about the style later. This is what I'm ending with, because however I decide to make it so you can see the baddies in the future, at the very least you can see them now, you know? So we'll be able to test it like this. And then some artist will come in and have an amazing idea and say, look, you can see all the baddies now. And then I'll go, thanks, that was awesome. Glad I didn't spend the time now trying to fix a problem that other people can fix for me. Because that's what creativity is. Other people fixing your problems. And with that advice, I think I'm going to call it a night. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. You all are amazing. Have a wonderful night. Hopefully I see you guys tomorrow. I think I'm just going to stream again. I love you too, JoJo. Hopefully I'm just going to stream tomorrow. just gonna stream. Just gonna keep streaming, and eventually put out videos. Some of the VODs are up, not all of them, but some of them. This will be up soon, eventually.